How does one avoid turning their white shirt into a canvas for spaghetti sauce? There's nothing quite like the panic that sets in when you realize your pristine white shirt has just become the unintended canvas for a vibrant splash of spaghetti sauce. This common mishap isn't merely about aesthetics, it's about preserving that cherished garment you painstakingly picked out. With a few simple strategies, you can keep your white shirt free of those stubborn red stains. Whether you're dining solo or at a lively family gathering, mastering the art of steering clear of spaghetti sauce mishaps is a skill worth acquiring. So let's explore some effective methods to ensure your whites remain pristine and pasta stains don't become etched into your wardrobe. Understanding spaghetti sauce stains. Spaghetti sauce can seem like the perfect dinner companion, but it's often the enemy of a white shirt. It's like a sneaky artist waiting for its chance to leave a mark. Let's explore why this happens and figure out what's going on beneath the surface. What makes spaghetti sauce stain? Spaghetti sauce is a flavorful mix of different ingredients, some of which are known culprits when it comes to staining. 1. Tomatoes. The main ingredient is packed with natural pigments called lycopene. 1. Lycopene gives tomatoes their bright red color, and it's a bit like a dye when it comes into contact with fabric. 2. Spices. Ingredients like turmeric and paprika can also play a role. 2. They add zest to your sauce but can leave yellowish hints that are tough to wash out. 3. Oils. Many spaghetti sauces contain oils which can seep into fabric fibers and act as a binder for the tomato and spice pigments. It's these ingredients, working together, that make spaghetti sauce a staining powerhouse. It's like having a tag team of artists painting on your clothes, and washing them out requires some serious effort. The science of staining. Understanding the science behind a spaghetti sauce stain can help us see why it's so stubborn. 1. Acidity. Tomatoes are naturally acidic, and this acidity can weaken the bonds in fabric, allowing stains to set in deeper. 1. It's like a tiny battering ram, breaking down the fortress of fibers that protect your clothes. 2. Pigments. The red pigments in tomatoes, especially lycopene, are hydrophobic, meaning they don't mix well with water. 2. When you spill sauce, these pigments cling to the fabric fibers and resist water-based cleaning efforts. When these two characteristics combine, they can turn a simple splash into a difficult challenge. The acidity opens the door, and the pigments walk right in, making themselves at home in your favorite shirt. Now you know the culprits and the science behind the stains, giving you a better shot at defending your wardrobe against the next spaghetti dinner. Preventive measures before eating spaghetti and its rich tomato sauce can be a delightful meal but also a cause for anxiety when wearing a white shirt. To keep your shirt spotless and free from unexpected sauce splatters, here are some preventive steps to consider before you start twirling those pasta strands around your fork. Choose the right clothing. If you're about to enjoy a plate of spaghetti, consider swapping your white shirt for something more forgiving. Opt for dark or patterned shirts, which are better at concealing accidental spills. Think of it like going into a paintball battle. You'd want camouflage, right? That way, even if the sauce does decide to make a leap onto your clothing, it blends in rather than stands out. Using protective gear. Sometimes, the best defense is a good apron. Wearing a bib or apron isn't just for kids or chefs in training. They're a practical solution for anyone looking to avoid turning their outfit into a Rorschach test of tomato splashes. For children, especially those who seem to have a saucy magnetic field drawing stains toward them, bibs can turn a messy mealtime into a stain-free experience. It's like putting a shield up against the fiercest sauce attacks. Mindful eating techniques. Eating spaghetti without creating a saucy masterpiece on your shirt is an art form worth mastering. Here are some practical tips. 1. Twirl with care. Use a fork to twirl the spaghetti against a spoon. 1. This neat little trick helps contain the strands and keeps them from flinging sauce in unexpected directions. 2. Slow and steady. Enjoy each bite slowly to maintain control. 2. Chaos only leads to splatter. 3. Cut before you eat. If you're not comfortable with twirling, try cutting the spaghetti into smaller, more manageable pieces. 3. It might go against the traditional Italian way, but it sure does save your shirt. By taking these preventive measures, you can savor every bite of your spaghetti without the stress of a potential wardrobe disaster. Who knew dining could be both delicious and strategic? Immediate actions after a spill. When spaghetti sauce makes its way onto your pristine white shirt, panic may strike. But fear not. By acting quickly and knowing the right techniques, you can prevent that crimson blot from becoming a permanent fixture. Here's how you can address this common mishap effectively. Blot. Don't rub. First things first, resist the urge to scrub that stain like it's a stubborn itch. The inclination to rub might feel natural, but it's akin to spreading butter on toast. It just makes things worse. Instead, gently blot the stain with a clean cloth or paper towel. This helps in absorbing the excess sauce without smearing it further. Why blot? Because rubbing tends to push the stain deeper into the fabric, setting it in. Think of blotting as a gentle pat on the back, supportive without causing chaos. Use cold water once you've blotted. Turn to cold water without hesitation. Hot water may seem like a logical choice, but it could prompt the stain to become one with the fibers of your shirt. Simply run cold water through the back of the stain. This helps to flush out the sauce particles, diminishing their grip on your clothes. Imagine the cold water as a kind of gentle rainfall washing away dirt. It's refreshing and effective without the harsh effects of heat. Stain removal techniques. Now that you've prepped the shirt by blotting and rinsing, it's time to rely on some trusted stain removal techniques. Various household items can work wonders on spaghetti sauce stains. 1. Vinegar. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water. 1. Apply this to the stained area and allow it to sit for about 5 minutes. 1. The acidity in vinegar acts like an eraser for the stain, breaking it down. 2. Dish soap. Apply a few drops directly on the stain. 2. Using a toothbrush, gently work the soap into the fabric. 2. Think of dish soap as a superhero with a mission: to cut through grease and stains with determination. 3. Baking soda. Create a paste with baking soda and a little water, then apply it to the stain. 3. Let it set before rinsing. 3. The baking soda acts like a sponge, absorbing the stain over time. Each of these methods functions like a mini science experiment, using everyday items to break down and remove the unforgiving blot of tomato sauce. With patience and technique, your white shirt doesn't have to retire into a painting of last night's dinner. Long-term stain removal strategies. Dealing with spaghetti sauce stains on your favorite white shirt can feel like trying to dodge raindrops without an umbrella. But don't worry, there are strategies to handle even the most stubborn stains over the long haul. Let's break down some methods that can keep your white shirts looking pristine. Pre-treatment solutions. Before tossing that stained shirt into the wash, think about pre-treating the stain. Consider this step a safety net, ready to catch that sauce before it sets. 1. Tide Ultra Stain Release. A reliable ally for pre-treatment, this product is crafted to battle tough stains. 1. Just apply it directly to the stained area and let it sit for about 5 minutes before washing. 2. Homemade remedies. Your kitchen might hold the key to stain removal. 2. A mix of baking soda and white vinegar can be a powerful duo. 2. Create a paste and gently rub it into the stain, letting it sit for at least 30 minutes. 2. These common household items work like a sponge, soaking up the stain before it becomes a permanent part of your shirt. Washing techniques. Once you've pre-treated the stain, washing it out requires careful consideration to avoid setting the stain deeper into the fabric. It's like the final act of a play where everything needs to go perfectly. 1. Cold water is your friend. Start by rinsing the stained area with cold water. 1. Hot water can set the stain, making it nearly impossible to remove. 2. Gentle cycle with quality detergent. Choose a gentle cycle for washing, using a quality detergent specifically designed for stain removal. 2. This ensures that your efforts in pre-treatment aren't wasted. 3. Repeat if necessary. Sometimes, a single wash cycle isn't enough. 3. If the stain persists, repeat the process before drying the shirt, as heat from the dryer can lock in any remaining traces. Armed with these strategies, you're equipped to take on spaghetti sauce stains like a pro, ensuring your white shirts remain spotless and ready for wear. Think of these steps as your recipe for success, combining the right ingredients and methods to keep your wardrobe fresh and clean. Crafting a spotless conclusion, a white shirt becoming a canvas for spaghetti sauce can be a common culinary mishap, but it doesn't have to be a lasting one. By focusing on both prevention and immediate action, you can save your favorite shirt from an unfortunate stain. Let's sum up the different methods discussed and emphasize the significance of being prepared and acting quickly. Prevention is key. Imagine you're about to enjoy a plate of spaghetti, the sauce simmering with aroma and rich flavor. You sit down, and as the fork twirls the pasta, there's a silent pact between you and your shirt: no stains. But how can you keep this promise? By wearing an apron or a bib, you've already armored yourself against potential splatters. It's not just about looking fashionable but practical. Sitting a little further from the table can provide the buffer needed to catch those wayward drops before they reach the fabric. And let's not forget, choosing utensils or techniques in eating that lower the risk of spills, like twirling the fork slowly, can be as effective as a shield in battle. Swift action. The essential response. But what if a rogue drop breaks through your defenses? Think of immediate action as your trusty sidekick. Blot, don't rub. This simple mantra can be the difference between a temporary blemish and a lasting mark. Cold water and household items like vinegar or baking soda should be your go-to allies. They can work wonders, releasing the sauce's grip on the fabric before it becomes a permanent part of your wardrobe. Reinforcing the essentials by preparing with prevention tactics and executing quick responses, you're equipping yourself with a powerful combination. This dual approach not only saves your shirt but also turns a common mishap into an opportunity to react with confidence and mastery. It reinforces the truth that when it comes to white shirts and spaghetti sauce, being both proactive and reactive is the recipe for success. Your white shirt deserves to come out on top, just as pristine as when you first put it on. Let's remember, the battle with spaghetti sauce doesn't have to be a losing one when you're armed with knowledge and prompt actions.